Hello, today is Wednesday, March 8th, 2023. I thought today was Thursday, but it's Wednesday. We had local farmers cooperatives election day. They elected their new leader for each cooperative. So it's a huge event day for all the local people, local farmers in Korea. And none of them make beers. So they just go to the field and raise crops and harvest them, but they don't make beers. I think making beer would be a good business idea, both in Korea and Australia. Let's find out what brands are popular in Australia by reading this article. I am trying to read this article to learn English. Yes, I'm trying to practice pronunciation and also while making some while trying to remember some expressions and words. Yes, I've never lived in Australia before, so let's dive into it and admire Australia, and let's visit Australia with me. Yep, if you are Korean and interested in visiting Australia, please contact me, and I would be mostly happy to guide you through Australia because I was there as a tourist before. It's a beautiful country, and I have a tour guide license, so I am a right person for you as a tour guide. This one is from news.com.au. Lifestyle, food, drink. Australia's top-selling beers for 2022 revealed. Australia's highest-selling beers for the year has been released, but fans of other brands that missed out are not happy. Belinda Palmada she can be reached at Belinda Palmada in Twitter. 2-minute read, December 30th, 2022, 5:33 a.m. List of Australia's highest-selling beers for the year has been released with mid-strength beer Great Northern Coal Company taking out first place. Really, taking out first place. Winning the first place or place the first place. So new expression. Taking out first place. Taking out first place. Taking out first place. Great Northern has been revealed as Australia's highest selling beer for 2022. Here we have a hyphen between highest selling. The second year in a row, it's claimed the top spot. 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 The second year in a row. According to figures from market research company IRI Australia, the mid-strength beer topped this year's list. But while some have rejoiced in Australia's good beer taste, Great Northern's triumph has left a bad taste, in the mouth of some punters who have called it the worst beer ever. Punters, the banters, people who just jokingly say this and that and complain everything. Punters. Carlton Dry was in second place with a 4X Gold taking out the third. South Australian brewed Coopers was placed fourth, while Corona was sixth. Where is the fifth, man? Taking out third. The New South Wales Brew Tooheys took the seventh spot, followed by Han, Pure, Blondie, and Asahi, rounding out the top 10. Victorian Lager, Victoria Bitter, VB, which once dominated sales for decades, slipped to fifth place. Fuck, man, that's terrible. You just from the first place to the fifth? That's bad. 9, you need to hire me as your marketing manager. I can do better job than the rest of your staff. Yep, I'm Korean, but I work for Korea Telecom, KT, number 1 company in Korea, number 1 carrier. I know ins and outs of Korea Telecom, and I can transport my knowledge, my background, my know-how to your own beer business and get you up off the floor and help you take out the first place. You would be placed first place. You could claim the top spot again. Back. 9 of the 10 beers are foreign owned. Man, really? Beer reviewer Matt Kierkegaard told the Daily Telegraph that Great Northern was a juggernaut because of its slick marketing that targeted less blocky man compared with the VB sales pitch. Juggernaut. Car industry juggernaut is the Ford or Hyundai or Kia. VB used to be one in 4 beers sold in Australia. It was built on being so blocky, but the market shifted, he said. The data was based on retail beer sales, with the pub sales not included. 8 of the top 10 beers are Australian born, bred, and brewed. The only foreign operating jobs are Corona and Asahi. Wait a minute. What is going on? He said 9 brands are foreign owned. 9 of the 10 beers are foreign owned. But here he says 8 of the top 10 beers are Australian born, bred, and brewed. The only foreign originating drops are Corona and Asahi. However, 9 of the brands are ultimately foreign owned, with the 2 Japanese companies owning 8 brands, even most of those beers with an Aussie heritage. Asahi owns Carlton and United Breweries, makers of Great Northern, Carlton, and others, with Kirin the parent of Lion, which makes number 3 beer Forex Gold. The only true blue Aussie beer is 4th placed Cooper's, which is still independent and Australian owned. Wow. Kirin and Asahi owns 8 brands in Australia. That's terrible. Probably much better situation than in Korea. Anheuser-Busch, I don't know the name, the foreign famous story or what's the name of it? What's up? What up? What up? What a beer. The American Miller, no, this famous lame brand owns the OB beer, and so I think they own the half of the Korea's beer breweries. Great Northern drinkers, Tiana Griffiths from Hamilton and Zoe Phillips from Newstead at Breakfast Creek Hotel, Wednesday, December 28th, 2022. Picture Richard. Victoria Bitter. VB, which once dominated sales for decades, slipped to 5th place. Supplied. Great Northern's triumph divides. Beer lovers reacted to the list on Facebook, with some fans glad Great Northern topped the list, as it should be. Now stock the 30x slab of Great Northern Original everywhere, one person wrote. And as it should be, because it's a great beer. I love a stubby of Great Northern or 2. Second said. Great Northern is correct. Someone else wrote, while another added, you can't beat a Great Northern. But our social media users disagreed with the list. Wow, how does that terrible beer make the top 10? One person wrote, Great Northern is the worst beer ever. A second person said, Carlton Dry should be first. Best beer I've ever had, commented another. Great Northern is okay, but didn't think it would be number one. I'll take a Corona or Heineken over that any day, said one punter. Okay, I'm getting confused about the meaning of a punter. Like a joker or someone offering their opinion, right? Punters, one who drop kicks a ball, gambler. Yeah, punt, drop kicks a ball, punting a ball. Gambler, one who wagers, one who propels a boat by poling. Punter, one who propels a boat by poling, one who wagers. Punter may. Yep, let's find out more. Usually I like Urban Dictionary, funny. Also a customer in a shop establishment, punter. Okay, so that's it. The shopper or beer customer, shopkeep, see what those punters want while I attend to this lady, punter. Shopper, customer, one who visits brothers. Whoever in polite company, one who bets on horse races. Is that correct spelling, horse? I should be S, horse races or visits your retail establishment. Okay, punter, customer, basically. So Australia's top-selling beers of 2022. 1. Great Northern, brewed by CUB, part of Asahi. 2. Carlton Dry, CUB, Asahi. 4X Gold, Lion, part of Kirin. Cooper's, Independent. Victoria Bitter, CUB, Asahi. 6. Corona, Anheuser-Busch, in Bath Brewery in Australia by CUB, Asahi. Anheuser-Busch, their brand name of the famous American beer. What is it? Not Miller, it's a, what is it? It's a white can with a red lettering. And Bill, what's up? I'm on, I don't know. 7 Tooheys, Lion Kirin. 8 Han, Super Dry, Lion Kirin. 9 Pure Blondie, CUB, Asahi. 10 Asahi, CUB, Asahi. So it's a Great Northern, Carlton Dry, 4X Gold, Cooper's Victoria Bitter, Corona, Tooheys, Han, Pure Blondie, Asahi. So we learned such expressions as it's claimed the top spot. It took out the first place. It was placed third, and so on. Juggernauts, we learned the juggernauts. What else? Victoria Bitter. It's a rather short article, but let's go over and try to remember the words that I picked up. Yep, punters, punting a ball. Punters, the customers in Australia, in UK, punters. Best-selling beer. Mid-strength beer, topped this year's list, mid-strength. Worst beer ever. Carlton Dry in second place. Tooheys, because blocky, man compared with the VB sales. Block means a guy, blocky. Top 10 beers. Foreign owned, independent, owning 8 brands. The only true blue Aussie beer is fourth placed Cooper's. Still independent, Australian owned. Beer lovers reacted to the list. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for listening. Thanks to news.com.au. And also I appreciate Belinda Palmada for your contribution. You did a good job.